Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a very special video for me. It is the latest and greatest Player of the Month SBC on FIFA 18. Now, normally that wouldn't be like a super special thing, but luckily enough, I was able to actually go to Tottenham's training ground yesterday and actually present Harry Kane with the Player of the Month award. So, as always, a massive thanks to EA, to Kyle, to John, to Rob, any of the guys that actually helped put that into motion to allow me to go and meet Harry Kane yesterday. He was a super nice guy, had a lot of time for all of us that were there, and obviously I got some pretty awesome pictures, which I'm going to cherish, of course, and I came away with one of these. He signed a Player of the Month item for me. That's pretty awesome. So that's another one to add to the collection. I got a Roberto Carlos from the guys at EA last week. I've already got the Lasty from like FIFA 17 and a Cliver as well from FIFA 17 as well. So I'm starting to get like a real life starting 11. That's pretty sweet. So the only thing I would say about this SBC is that, well, there's two things. Firstly, Team of the Year is just around the corner. And Harry Kane is one of the players that is up for nomination for a Team of the Year. Now, if you haven't already seen it all over Twitter and YouTube over the past few days, a certain number of YouTubers and like websites like FUTWIZ and professional footballers and stuff have been given a Team of the Year voting ballot box of which they can choose their starting 11. Kane, from what I see on social media, Kane seems to be doing really well, and a lot of people are picking him as their striker. Now, if that is the case, there is a 60% weight in the vote from those people in the public eye, so that could like overtake what EA's vote would be, and we might see a Team of the Year Harry Kane. I don't know how close we are to actually getting one, but I've seen a lot of people submit their vote with Harry Kane in it. If that's the case, that would obviously come next week, and it might render this 91 Player of the Month to be a little bit like useless to you if you were planning on getting the best version of Kane. However, of course, I'm going to get this one for my club because it means a lot to me. So let's take a look at the two challenges that are actually here and what you actually have to submit in order to get yourself a second Player of the Month, Harry Kane. Now, this is his 6th Player of the Month in total, which now rivals Steven Gerrard, who has the most. So let's face it, at some point in time, Harry Kane is going to hold the record for the most Premier League Player of the Months. I'm pretty sure of it. So the first one is called Harry Kane. It says, complete and give in a special item of Harry Kane, or an English Spurs player that is a special item that is central. So you could get away with using Inform Dele Alli, or of course you could use any of the Inform or special items of Harry Kane. For those of you that got the first Player of the Month, this would be a good chance for you to be able to upgrade for a pretty cheap cost. And for those of you that don't have the Player of the Month, you need to go out and buy one of the special items for Kane. So let's just take a look at the likes of Dele Alli. You know what? Since I last checked, he seems to have come down a little bit. Let's see what... 340, 350. Okay, so it's quite expensive, right? What about any Harry Kanes? Harry Kane, special item, 360. Okay, there's none. So the best possible route would probably be to go out and buy yourself a Dele Alli, or just check English Spurs and then striker all the way down to CDM, and you'd be able to buy a central special item. And as you can see, yeah, he seems to be costing quite a lot of coins. So that is the main bulk of the price for this SBC. Whether or not that plummets in price because a Team of the Year Kane comes out or something, we don't know just yet. But that's why there's only 2 challenges, if you know what I mean. So 91 Kane, we're going to be submitting an 89 Inform Harry Kane. Yeah, we get a mega pack for that, which of course is definitely not worth it, but the fact that we're going to get the end goal 91 with the 95 shooting and stuff is just, I'm definitely getting it, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll submit that squad. Goodbye, Harry Kane. That was expensive. Now, moving on to December goals. These are, of course, the teams that Harry was able to get goals against, 2 of which he was able to get hat-tricks against, I believe. Did he get 2 goals against Stoke, and then was it Southampton and Burnley that he got the hat-tricks? I'm not 100% sure. I know he got a hat-trick against Burnley, right? I can't quite remember which way round the other hat-trick went to. So, for this one, Stoke City players minimum 2, Burnley players minimum 3, Southampton players minimum 3. Of course, that just tells me right there the goals that he got, right? Just thinking about that for a second, using my noggin, 2 goals against Spurs, 3 goals against the other 2 teams is why they've gone for those requirements. Clever, I like it. An 81 rated overall squad. Now, you might think that's super cheap. But don't forget, you've got 3, 6, 8 players out of the 11 that have to be from those 3 clubs, and there aren't the greatest amount of high-rated items for those teams. So you will need to put a couple of relatively high-rated Premier League players into the squad. Now, I've taken a look at this one, and I built it on FUTWIZ, and I'm pretty sure that if you didn't have loyalty and you put everyone in these positions, that this would get 92 chemistry, so you'd be able to complete the team chem, you'd get the overall rating and stuff. Just beware that Stoke, Burnley and Southampton players will have gone up in price, no doubt about it, especially the likes of the Burnley midfielders, the higher rated ones, because if you use lower rated players from here, it means you're going to have to use more players like Morata. You're going to have to use higher rated players to boost that overall rating. So especially for the next couple of weeks whilst this SBC is live, if you do any packs at Team of the Year and stuff, don't forget that 1, you're going to be able to sell the Burnley players and stuff like that for a higher price. Don't discard them, basically. And 2, if you're someone that leaves this SBC until next week and you want to hold off for a little bit, then of course, during Team of the Year, during like if there's lightning rounds and stuff like that, have your sniper scopes on these Burnley players that are a high price that you want to get for a bit cheaper, because people will be listing them over and over again for way too cheap. You should be able to snipe them no problem. So yeah, it's going to cost you a fair bit to get this Harry Kane because of the special one. But luckily for me, like, I had a lot of this stuff just like first owner tradable in the club, just because I've done packs in the past, and I did a lot of Premier League packs, so some of these guys are untradeable as well. I believe you get 89 chemistry overall if you build this squad, but what you need to do is bring Tadic down from a cam to a CM if you build this exact team. It just allows me to use like Schneiderlin in the defense, even though he's a midfielder, and I've got Morata up top. Yeah, so be it. Like, he's about 4,000 coins at this point. Some of the Burnley players may even be more than that. I'm not too sure. Do you know what? I don't know. You can't tell because, well, there's only 10 minutes left there, and he's 10 or 9k, 7.5. Maybe they'll come down in price. I hope so for you guys anyway. So we're going to go ahead and submit this one, and of course that will unlock us a player of the month, a second player of the month, Harry Kane, which, as I said, very lucky to go ahead and meet him yesterday. Really nice guy. He had obviously quite a lot of interviews to do, but we had some pictures outside. We had some pictures indoors as well. Some with me with just the trophy in him, which I just looked very fat. I mean, I'm fat anyway, but when you're stood next to a 6'2" lean England striker, like, of course, it's going to make you look even worse. But there he is dropping into our account. I literally remember them taking that picture. I was stood right behind him, or right to the side, so obviously I wasn't in shot. So yeah, this is a special one for me. I'm looking forward to testing him out in game. I'll do a squad builder on this Kane tomorrow so that you guys know a little bit more about him. And of course, I'll do an in-depth player review over on FUTWIZ tomorrow as well. So look forward to some Harry Kane content. In-game stats-wise, this is what he looks like. I can't wait to get shooting with that 95 shot. Oh yes, it's going to be good fun. You just know it. Now, if I was a sensible man, I would end the video here and be like, okay, I'm not going to spend my packs because Team of the Year next week. But on this main account, I don't really save packs because I know that if I get packs as rewards for SBCs, I'm probably making a video on it anyway. So yeah, it's weighted up. You guys probably want to see that what we get in the packs as well. So he looks like a beast. Let's stick him into the club, and I'll look forward to putting him into a squad as well at some point in time. Store. Let's go. Premium gold pack. What we're going to get in this one. So this is just a 7.5k pack. There's nothing. I don't expect to get anything in this one. It's the mega pack I'm hoping for. And yeah, definitely nothing to really write home about in this one. Dada. Okay. it's definitely not what we were hopeful for. Hunter chemistry style and 1,000 coins. That saved the pack somewhat, because of course I could sell that Hunter on for a few thousand coins, no doubt. And then mega pack, give me something sick. A striker informed Gareth Bale would be amazing right about now. We don't even get the lights coming down. That's a poor pack. Oh well, that's going to be Begovic. Okay, so not the worst thing in the world, but definitely could have been a lot better than that. So guys, if you have enjoyed, oh, we get Sanchez as well. It's not the worst thing in the world. There was probably a bunch of squad fitnesses in there, and I'm going to sell Begovic just because he's a Prem, relatively high rated player. Other than that, we can end on a call me Wolves. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. Do me a favour, hit that thumbs up button. Thanks again to EA Sports for putting this opportunity together, and of course Harry Kane for saying hello to me, shaking my hand and signing all of the stuff that I asked him to, which is just amazing. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Have a great day, guys. I'll catch you next time. Peace.